Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. I don't know what's going on with the computer right now. It keeps, are we good? Are we good? Are we good? I don't know right now. Can you see me? I can see you. Can you see me? I think we're good. This time it was a NVIDIA error. Something's going on with the drivers. It's like you have too many instances of NVIDIA NVENC open, and I'm like, what? And then all my programs crash. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. My music is the music. I don't know what's going on here. What is going on? What is going on with the music today? It's like bouncing all over the place. Whatever. Okay. Yes. Hello there. So yes, today is the last Friday of the month, which means it's community challenge time. Every month on this channel, we do a community challenge on the Discord. It's a different theme every month. This month's theme was enhancing your hobby with 3D printing. So I want to see how you use 3D printing to better your hobby. So that's going to be the challenge. So I'm going to give it some time for everyone to get in here before we get to it. Let me close off the channel right now. So 1 second here. Boop, boop, save changes. Okay. Permissions. People no longer can send messages. There we go. There. Okay. So if you have not entered, it's a little late now. There we go. Cool. So let's do that there. Let's do that here. I gotta go all the way to the top. Wow. There we go. Cool. Slow mode sucks. Yeah, I do that just to prevent people from spamming the channel. Because people, every time, I originally had no slow mode in the channel, and it was like, hey, don't chat in this channel. This is just for entries. And guess what? People don't read the rules. So you get slow mode. So is what it is. My desk is a mess because I've been playing with this Nerf blaster and I still can't get it to work. And I broke the charging handle again. And I don't know what's going on. I got to take it all apart again. And I've got a jam cartridge in here. This was supposed to be tomorrow's video. We'll see how that happens, but this was supposed to be tomorrow's video, and I still can't get it to work. So yeah, but I figured out I can do the Terminator thing to charge it, so that's cool. People don't read. Exactly. Speaking of reading, hey, you, yes, you, do you want to win some Polymaker filament? Well, guess what? Not only can you win if you win, you can also win if you win. You can win, win, and win all the time. It's awesome. So if you want to win, check the description of this video because every stream we give away a spool of Polymaker filament. So link in the description, enter for your chance to win. Also, if you win the challenge, and we have 3 categories this month, we got 3. You get a Polymaker spool of Polymaker filament and also some Only Benchies merch like this hat. So Scully V2. Yeah, I'm having a real love-hate relationship with this thing right now because it's like you have to spring the heck out of these cartridges to get them to cycle right, and they're not cycling right, and it's failing to eject. Like I'll show you what's going on right now. This is the issue I'm having with it. We'll go. Usually for these streams, I give it like a couple minutes for everyone to get in here before we actually get into the thing. View large icons. There we go. Okay. So there's been a few issues. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't know what's going on. I'm waiting for everything to load up. I might see you. Can I see you? I don't know. I can't see you. I'm still waiting for the Google to load up. 1 second here. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. I push the button. I push the button. I'm still waiting for Google. Okay, apparently you can see me. There we go. There we go. Hello? Can I wave my hand? Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? We're live? Okay, we're live. Cool. Cool. Okay. Sweet. Awesome possum. I just said screw it and restarted the computer. That was fun. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Hi. We're back. Cool. Okay, I think we're okay now. Hopefully. Are we okay? I think we're okay. Okay. Hey, we're okay. Cool. We're okay. Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I just restarted the computer. Something was going on with the NVIDIA drivers. I don't know what's going on with this computer. I probably got to sit down and actually do full updates on it because I don't do anything with this computer, so it's probably woefully out of date. PXN gifted 1 community membership. Cheers. Okay, so this is what I'm dealing with the blaster. Originally, it was failing with the ejector. So it wasn't cycling right, okay? So if you watch this, you could see how do I do single frame? Is it shift? Nope. Control? Nope. I'm trying to remember how to do single frame with VLC. Is it? But anyways, you can see right there how this is supposed to be on this and it's not. So I swapped out the ejector. So I got a PETG ejector and it seems to be working now. But the problem is now it's not cycling. And that's another problem. And this is, so that was a misfire because a part broke, which was awesome. Stuff keeps breaking on this thing. That one worked, but it's not ejecting right. So I got to fiddle around with the ejector now. This thing is being more a pain in the butt than my 1911 race guns. Okay, and those things are tuned. So that has been this. So we might have a video tomorrow. I was hoping this would be the video tomorrow. We'll see. And I can't get the one shell went off inside the magazine here. And I can't push it back in to get it out and it's all jammed. So I have to take this whole bloody thing apart now. Reboot camera, weird colors. Yep. And this camera better not be dying. I think it's the USB cable or the HDMI cable that's causing this. We're back. Cool. It's falling now. There we go. Everything's falling apart. There we go. Everything's falling apart. You want some good news? You want some good news, guys? Hey, I haven't locked down any sponsors yet, so hopefully I can, but I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to Remurf. I'm booking the flight this weekend. So, yeah. So that'll be fun. I gotta figure out sponsors for that because it ain't cheap, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Too much streaming this week. I know I still got to stream tomorrow. So this one, how many categories do we have for this? Let's see here. Contest. There we go. Jump. So I am going to Denver or wherever Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest is. I gotta get a flight booked. I gotta get a hotel booked. I gotta get a rental booked, car rental. What else? I gotta buy some new equipment too, which is gonna suck because I gotta figure out how to lighten my setup even more. What's the categories here? I'm trying to set everything up here because I had to restart everything. Okay, there's that one. Please bear with me. If you're waiting for me to get everything set up, why not browse the description of this video? There's some links down there to help support the channel. Content I create, things I do, because I would not be able to do it without your continued support. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Are we good now? Are we good now? Not Murph. Rocky Mountain. Up some extra Stranahan's while you're there. The heck is a Stranahan? What's this? What's a Stranahan? Stranahan? Affiliate link for Matter Hackers. It's always messed up. I keep remembering to fix it, but it's like I reuse settings, so that's okay. I make like nothing off the Matter Hackers one because nobody buys anything from Matter Hackers anyways. So. The whiskey I gave you. If you gave me whiskey, it was delicious and it's all gone. It's all gone. I need to actually go get some more because this day's been going great so far. I broke the charging handle. I got to take this apart now. I got to take that apart now. My thumbs are absolutely destroyed from like having to put all these together under all like to all the stupid spring tension and everything on this. Oh, I gotta get a print going too. Let's print it on that machine so we can hear what the hell I'm doing today. Hi, Steve. Steve's here. Hi, Steve. It's early. It's that time of the week, or it's the schedule. Shell trigger test. What the heck do I gotta print? Shell trigger dart platform loader. Yes, this. Okay. Cooling. I don't know why I have no minimum layer time on this. Actually, 25 is too long. There we go. Slice. Cool. You go over here. Printers. That'll be over 2.6. There we go. Off to the races. Cool. So, Steve, for those, when are you doing your unboxing there? Or your positron? Because I seen you got one of those. Because Steve has a positron. I do not. He beat me to it. You know I could send directly to... I know! I don't like doing it though. Simple as that. Because I changed my machines a lot. I have all kinds of different machines. They're not always connected to the network at the same time. So I just do the upload and print. Plus I save everything to a file because my G-code is actually the way I set it up. I could slice something for this machine and then run it on this machine if I wanted to. So I just save everything on a single drive. Also, if I'm on different computers, I can still access them. Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific. Ooh, that's early. Okay. So, look, it's already doing its job. Okay, cool. That's enough of that. Let's get into the thing we're doing today. What are we doing today? The community challenge. So every month on this channel, we do a monthly community challenge. The challenge is different every month. And this month's theme was using 3D printing to enhance your hobby. Okay. So what I wanted to see, we have 3 categories. Okay. First category is print and go. I want to see what you use to print and go. Okay. So if you entered here, here's a good example. Okay. I partake in the hobby of buying things and breaking them by smashing them into things while airborne, otherwise known as FPV quadcopters. So for this FPV quadcopter here, all the red you see is printed TPU. I printed this myself, okay? So if this was the category, if I had done this is how I use 3D printing with my hobby, this would be this category here, print and go. Because I'm just printing it, I'm putting it on the thing, and I'm using it, okay? Nothing fancy, okay? So that is an example of that, okay? The next part is part of something bigger. So, it's not done when you turn your machine off, okay? Basically, you're taking the thing you're printing and it's going on to be something more. So for example, this guy would be part of that. Another good example is my Mando suit, right? I have myself a set of heavy Mandalorian armor. I printed, I painted, I did a bunch of work too. This is that category, okay? I really need to redo this room. I really want to change my setup, but I don't have room. And the last category is because 3D printing is a hobby, 3D printer mods. Now, normally, you don't have to be the designer of the thing to enter these contests, okay? However, since everyone who has an Ender has a tumor of a tool head on it with like 15 fans on it, this category, I implemented the you have to be the designer of rule, okay? Usually we don't require that because, you know, I can't CAD myself out of a cardboard box to save my life. But for this category, you had to have been the designer of the mod, okay? So, is there an app to send my phone for my printer? I can see my printer when I do the app, but I just can't put the onto my phone. If you're using like Mainsail, you can do it. Like any of the clippers from the web interface, you should be able to. What if remix? Well, it's a little late to enter now, but basically if you designed it. So if you remixed it and modified something that I consider you've touched the model. Okay, so that would count. Okay. So standard rules, 1 entry per person per category. You do not have to be the designer except for the one category there. You can put a video out, but it has to be a short video. Winners get only Benchy merch and Polymaker filament as a prize. Do I gotta move this over? No, not that one. Why is this so big? Okay. Okay, well, I'll just put that there. I'll shift it if I need to. Cool. Okay. So if you want to know all the rules, here they are. Go join the Discord. There's a link in the description. If you're not part of the community Discord, go join the Discord. Lots of cool people there, contests and whatnot. If you are a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, don't forget to link your account. There's a super secret channel that only they know about that they get access to. You get videos early and whatnot. Okay. So I've got my super high-tech software loaded up here for keeping track of the entries. How this works, okay, is basically I pick the finalists, okay? So as I go through this, anything that stands out, I grab. And then we whittle it down to a top 4, and then you vote on the winner, okay? That's how it works, okay? You can also try Mooncore to, yeah, okay. I'm very much a, I won't say I am not a network security, IT, cybersecurity type person, okay? But Discord can get hacked. I don't trust anything that would interact with Discord that would interact with anything in my house that could cause a fire. Simple as that. So I would not, no. I'm sure the odds are very slim, but it's the same reason like I don't like the bamboo cloud, okay? Yeah. On their end, they're not doing anything, but if they get hacked, what happens? And I just don't trust it. Ooh. One second. Damn it. When you get the Patreon update from Project Binky and there's not a new episode of Project Binky and you get sad. I can concur with your statement. Yeah, there you go. Are limited to uploads, start, stop, and pause, so not to worry. Allow me to make up a G-code file and upload it to your printer. I'm sure I could have a lot of fun with that if I really wanted to. You can maliciously upload a file that can, even if your printer has safeties on it, you could craft a G-code file. There's a lot of fun G-code commands that 3D printers use that you could have some fun with, believe me. It's like if you ever bring your printer to like a live event, for the love of God, do not have Raspberry Pi as your password on your printer if you're having like Octoprint or Clipper on it. Don't. Because all it takes is somebody to get in the network and they have full access to your printer because it's the Raspberry Pi for the config. And then they get in, they're like, okay, we're just gonna, you know, set the thermal limit at 99999 and tell it to heat up, and I'm out. So yeah. Not too happy with the G-code and printables. I kind of get it, but it is what it is. So I changed mine to user 1234. That's the same thing I have on my luggage. Okay, let's get to these entries. Okay, so I don't know how many entries we have. Hopefully we're done by 2 because I got to go pick the little guy up from school. We had a little bit of a late start today because computer issues, but it is what it is. So Orange Pi 5, I've never used one. So some people like them. Go for it. I think Pis are starting to get back in stock. The problem is with the Pi alternatives is always a software related thing. Hardware wise, they're fine. It's always going to come down to software support might be okay, but updates might break them, and you kind of got to go do your own thing, and you can't just, you know, download the main release and install it. You're always going to have to do a wonky thing when it comes to software with those. So will I get a rook? Fabrico's doing rook kits? I'll have to reach out to him. Okay, so I've done a bunch of mods to my Ender 5 Pro, so I decided to combine a mod. Okay, so this is a mod for Ender 5. So what do we got here? We got filament phenarm. So he designed all these. Combo ADXL BL touch bracket, extruder stepper cable. Ooh, that's fancy. At least this doesn't look like your average Thingiverse mod. How is that holding up? How is that holding up long term? Is that, I would love to see how that holds up long term. ADXL. You don't need to mount them. They can be removable. You don't have to keep them on the printer. And a filament arm. There we go. So there's our first entry. Cool. It'll get a Pi 4 for 120. Oof. Nice deal. Well, you don't need 8 gigs. 8 gigs is massively overkill for a 3D printer. I run 1 gig. Okay, 3D printer mods, FDM, pretty crude but effective. Rear clamping umbilical cable mount for the Clockwork 2 for the PCB tool head. Okay. Just a little clamp, nice and simple. These are the kind of mods you start with. If you don't know anything about like CAD, start with like little simple stuff like this. They're relatively simple, and you can, you know, use it as a learning experience. So there it is right there. If you do share any models on these contests, make sure you actually like share the model. It's not loaded. Okay, cool. So there we go. Been there for 1.5 years. Nice. Okay, 3D printer mods, 2-piece vented hex panel designed for the V01 with the printed Polymaker ASA with color changed blue to black. Made this because my Pi Zero was getting hot. Yeah, Pis get hot in the back of a V0. Not a lot of room, and you get heat transfer through. That's cool. I like that. Hexagon is bestagon. So that's a nice, oh, and it's got a split model there. I like that. You know what? I like that. You're gonna get the first Polar Ted, you get the first entry. Boom. There we go. Last an 8 gigabit for home assistant and 3D printer. Okay, I run a lot of my printers on like Pi 3Bs and like Raspberry Pi 02s. So yeah. Triangles give the, no, heresy. Hexagon is bestagon. Okay, I consider these pretty much print and go since most of it is a dropper super glue and a magnet for the cover, but okay, you know what? Yeah, we'll put them in print and go. I'm very open with the rules here. Like if I don't really crack down on the rules when it comes to these entries. So if you think it's in one category, unless it's like really, we'll let it go. Back before the plague killed off all the swords mayor, I pull out an X-Wing. Okay, so a tabletop game. Options, I designed some trays and holders for the various bits of the game for transporting easier. You can find the models there. Movement dials, I never posted since I need to make different ones for each. So these are a whole bunch. Oh, these are cool. Oh, that's nice. So you got basically everything you need to play the game in little holders. Oh, that's cool. Put it in print and go. Oop, wrong one. Print and go, that, and I'll do this one picture because that's everything. There we go. That's cool. So it's one entry per person, but I consider this a set, so that's close enough. So those are really cool. So again, this is something you really don't need a lot of CAD experience with at first, because if you look at this from the top down, this is just a sketch. Okay, so if you're looking to get into designing something like this is relatively easy, because all you do is you just sketch the shape and then you just extrude it to whatever thickness you want, and then you just put a bottom on it. So this is the kind of thing, if you're looking to get into CAD, something like this isn't really that complicated. So that's how I learned Fusion. Yeah, these types of things, like look around the house and just kind of like a bracket or something. Like just CAD is one of those things you just got to dive into it and you'll pick it up. What's up, Tank Kitty? What's up with all the Fs? 3D printer mod, the most downloaded 3D mod, a mount for the skirt for the SKR Mini E3 V3, and a screen for the Anycubic Mega Zero. Designed when the board came out so I could reduce the footprint of the printer. Mounts Prusa style, required no wiring to be modified, only a longer cable display. Ooh, very nice. So how is it, you know how you know it's Prusa style? Because all the wires are just jammed in the box. It's a nice little clean electrical box there. Dr. Dave, part of something bigger. I'd hope so. What the hell is this? Okay, this is team entry for my son's first tech robotics team, Ice Robotics. First tech challengers. I'm getting a new robotic team with the design build process. Oh my god. The students design the robot, use a ton of 3D parts since it allows them to iterate, build, and design quickly. The team have been using a Prusa i3 clone and printing PLA in previous years, but this year when my son joined the team, he volunteered me to print ABS on my Vorons. The material change allowed more use of printed parts with a lower risk of breakage. I'm currently working with the team to build Voron Trident with the goal of having the students take over printing responsibly as well as design. That's awesome. As well as move towards FRC season. We'll be incorporating carbon-filled materials to increase the toughness of some parts and TPU. I've linked the video of the team in action so you can see how the robot moves. There's a lot going on, so there's a quick two teams are competing each other, stack cones on poles, and make a pattern in the field. You have 30 seconds, are autonomous, the robots control itself. Last 2 minutes, drivers take over. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's take a looky-loo here. Every time I'm live, I don't know what it is. I got to figure out what's going on. Why? And whenever I'm live, it takes forever to YouTube to open. Okay. So it's this one right here. This is the, ooh. Oh, look at you all fancy. It's flipping and shit. Oh. Look at that thing go. Holy shit. Ah, fail. It's just yeeting them on there. Holy shit. cool. That is cool. That is really cool. So here's some, so this pivots, so it can just like, just yeet those cones up on there. Yeah. Holy shit. There's the claw arm. So this is all printed. So you got your ABS and TPU. Yeah. I love that mechanism. Holy shit. 1 second here. That is so cool. I love that mechanism. That is so quick. Oh, I'll be damned. That is cool. Yeah, that's totally an entry. That is totally an entry. Now, normally it's the yeah, like that is cool. That is cool. Yeah, that's totally in. That's the thing with First Robotics. Like, don't they change it up? I always remembered it was like the ball thing. You had to pick up a ball. Like my high school had a first team, and it was always like pick up a ball and shoot it. So this is the first time I've seen the stacking thing. Sanity, I didn't know. Yeah, First Robotics is like I think it's usually high school or sometimes grade school. I can't remember. It depends on where you are, what school, but it's the changes every year. Okay, I've always remembered it being the ball. And that's the only one I ever see is the ball. But every year it's not battle bots, but you have to build a robot to do a challenge every year. And it's like a high school or grade school thing or middle school. I don't know. I can't remember. Was it around? It was but that was early 2000s. So. Print and go. There we go. Some bins are still. Okay, so these are Gridfinity things. Some nice, simple little storage containers. Oh, and you got the little curve there to help get the parts out. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Put the little curve there. That way you can just kind of scoop them out. And you got a little spot for the label. Those are cool. Gridfinity. I've never played around with the Gridfinity stuff. Oh, and they're stacking. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll put this in print and go. Print and go. Trying to scoop up the lash washer. Oh my god, it's horrible. It's horrible. You're like, get with, and then if it's a little washer, wet your finger and just hopefully it'll stick to your finger. Gridfinity is like the layout. Gridfinity is like a thing where it's like just Google Gridfinity. I think is it Zach Friedman? I think it's the guy. So. Okay, 3D printer mods. Have 5 kids. I don't get time for hobbies other than 3D printing. Clipper expander, cable tray on the V002. It's currently on printables. We'll post the link shortly. Where's the link? Originally made in Tinkercad, teaching myself CAD. So I'm working on tidying up fillets. Okay, cool. So we got, what are they? Clipper expander, cable tidy for the, oh, so it's like this little mount. Okay, so that's, okay, so we got a little cover plate there with a little mount on it for the expander. Okay, that's cool. It's a nice simple little thing. Yeah, I'll put that in there. Why not? Keep opening the wrong window. I gotta move you all over there. There we go. That one's just a bracket, so as soon as another electronics bracket comes up, we'll start having competition. Print and go. This is my 3D printed horse trailer. It is a mix of 2 different designs that mesh together in Tinkercad, made modifications, uploaded to printables, respect to the original creator. Good job. Created this extension to real oil shocks after the 3D printed leaf springs were too heavy. Oh, look at that. Okay, so I'm assuming, how much of this is printed? Is it just like this part or the entire buggy? Come on, Joe. Why ain't your site loading? It's a trailer for ants. It's a trailer for ants. It's not loading. Is printables down? Is anyone else able to load printables? Is printables down? This is like the second time today I've tried to open it. I'm assuming this is the whole thing. I think this would be more in the part of something bigger though, because you're using other components. Like these tires aren't printed and these screws aren't printed. The axles aren't printed. So I think this falls under the part of something more. No pictures here. Yeah, so printables is having a little dirt moment. Yeah. So I'm going to move your category here, Nietzsche. Just because I think this is part of, this isn't just print and go, because you have a bunch of non-printed stuff as part of this, to make it like usable. Appears to be down. Okay. Yeah, so it's borked. Okay, cool. Okay, I use 3D printing to build a lot of computers, water and air cooled. The red one is a windy frame. Okay, so you're 3D printed frames. Okay, support blocks for the radiator. Gray one is a, okay, cable combs, they're 3D printed. Gold one is that, 3D printed cable combs. Black one is a full custom case I designed with 3030 extrusions. I built a V-mini and it's pretty hooked on 3030 after that. Okay, so this is, which one is it? You said the black one? Where are the extrusions? Is this all printed? What? It's carbon fiber, printed color. Okay, so the thing is here, 1 entry per category per person. This is a lot of separate entries. So I wish you had shown a full picture of this. Oh, I guess, okay, this is it right here. Okay. So this is your entry. This is the most 3D printed one. So this is your entry. Wish you had shown a full picture of it though, instead of the close-ups, but that's cool. So you got the open, it's an open case. Okay. And you got a little carry handle there, some brackets and everything. Oh, you got the Tokyo Drift going on there. Who is this? Who is this? There we go. There we go. I have to recommend not using an open PC case like that. It depends on your environment. Like, I can't do that. I have a little kid in the house who likes to touch things that spin. So like I have printers I had to replace fans because he's like, they were on the floor and he gets his finger in there. Well, they're not on, believe me. And then also Coda, I got a 120-pound Shepherd Husky that sheds like crazy. But if you were living, like if you had an apartment by yourself and you don't have a pet, yeah, why not go with an open frame PC? You don't got to worry about cooling as much. Okay, here we go. Been helping a friend design some custom board games. He has made rules and did the CAD and printing. The game is called Lava Ley Lines. He has uploaded the files to printables, which is down, so I can't look at them, which sucks. All the technical issues today. I got a broken Nerf gun. I got the computers all borked. I got printables is down. Strap in, we're going back to Thingiverse. Okay. So we got a little custom game there, print and go. Nice little simple hex pieces. I think the other one, the entry that we have for, yeah, that one, the one on the left there. And prom's tomorrow. Okay, 3D printer mods. I don't have the patience to wait for the Nevermore Max Delta fan to arrive, so I designed a 75. What's a 75? Oh, that's a big fan. Knockout version uses a few pieces of plexiglass. Prototype working in 2 days. Okay, so you built your basically a beefy Nevermore type thingy. Ooh. Okay, so it sucks in air from the sides through all the carbon and down and out. Oh, that's cool. 3D printer mod. Yeah, that's definitely a 3D printer mod. One of these days, oh, nope, not you. One of these days I gotta actually play around with the Nevermore. I don't bother with them because my printers get hot enough as is because I keep them sealed up, right? Like all my printers are sealed up. They got no venting or anything. So that one gets to 63, according to the thermistor on the toolhead board, this one gets to 63 degrees Celsius during ABS printing. Which is plenty warm enough inside the chamber. So I've never really worried about it. And then smell's not an issue because I seal up the printers and I'm not in this room when I'm printing, so. But one of these days I gotta do it. Okay. Closed case does not keep dust out. Well, yeah, true. You got fans sucking in air. You can put a filter on it, but. Okay, so 3D printer mod, adjustable exhaust. Okay, printers are in my home office, hooked to a low CM fan, outside exhaust. Even closed, printer puts off ABS odors and let me control. Yeah, if you're working in the same room as your printers, this makes a lot more sense. Last gate is snug, slip, freezer removal, working on the printer. Okay, CAD has models and supports for the extra curved doors. Mounts on stock exhaust port. Okay, so you got the normal there, and then you got the adapter that goes up to your exhaust. Ooh. Put that on there. Part of something bigger. Handle to print on my E3 Pro. Mini painted on Saturn 8K. It's a work in progress. Okay, so you're using your printer to make models with a little printed handle. So that's cool. Games Workshop lawyers hate this person. So we'll put you on for now just because that's a category that I haven't seen yet, would be basically people making models on their printers. So we'll put you in there for now. Put you there. There we go. Those entries all are too big. No YouTube alert. Typical. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. That's like the only way to guarantee alerts is to ring the bell. And then also join the Discord because I do an @everyone when I go live. Did Wizards of the Coast undo? Like, here's the thing. I don't play D&D. Okay. I would like to, but I don't. I don't have anyone to play with. So have Wizards like undid their stupid rule changes, or are they still going ahead with all that? I think it's the handle to paint the model. I don't know. I think this is like a whole thing. Like I view this as like one whole thing. Creative Commons. Let's do a Discord D&D game. Magic missile. I don't know. I gotta set up a voice channel though at some point on the Discord. It will be the members only section though, not public. I ain't policing that shit. Hasbro self. Well, there's your problem. Okay, I guess you consider cosplay as my other hobby. So we got Master Sword, Pokeball, Warhammer handgun. Okay. Okay, so you're printing props out. There you go. I think I've seen that. Have you entered this Master Sword before? Printed models. You know what? I don't have anyone in Print and Go because these are all Print and Go. These are just printed. So we'll put you in Print and Go because these are just printed together. Just all printed parts, it looks like. I can't really check the models out though because Thingiverse is down. Or printables. You notice how everything is on printables now. Oh, cults. That's cults though. Okay, okay, first time I've seen this sword entered before then. Okay, here we go. 3D printer mod, afterburner, nozzle camera, and ADXL 345 mount with ring attached, LED ring attached. Okay. Stock afterburner fan shroud, modified for extra parts, mirrored upright position, yada yada yada. Okay, cool. Oh, so this pops on to the existing one, and it gives you a nozzle camera. There you go. Oh, that's cool. Is your printer enclosed? Like what camera are you using? What camera are you using for this? So we're gonna go on a little tangent here. That's a cool printer mod. Because you got LEDs and whatnot. Where is it? I gotta find it. Gotta save up those prusimeters. That's what I love. I remember who was it, Zuza or Joe or somebody took a swipe at Thangs for paying their creators. Thangs does have work with some creators for paid content. Like the creators have, you know, put their stuff on Thangs for payment. You know, paid creator basically. It is what it is. I got nothing against it. But they're like, oh, we don't have to pay to get people on our site. No, you just give them points that they can use for free shit. It's the same thing. Nozzle cam? Somebody say nozzle cam? I think we're gonna put this in the not in the Voron. This is gonna go in the we're gonna put it in the rat rig, the V-Core 200, I think. Yeah, it's a 3DO one. 3DO nozzle camera. So I was gonna actually do it in that one when I do the rebuild to put the tap in it, but I decided against it for two reasons. One, I would have to shove the cable all the way through the drag chain. And two, this already has a camera in a pretty good spot. So I think that's gonna go in the V-Core when we build that. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Careful with that. Make sure watch Mombot's last stream. Okay. Why? What happened? Is it just, you should just be able to plug it in, right? It's just USB. But I'll go. Link me a timestamp to the critical section in the Discord, please. Mombot and another guy killed the cables. It's the same camera. Okay, I'll be careful. Okay. Print and go entry. Okay. Need more organizing system for sewing clips. Okay. Well, your link here is on printables that I can't see, so the generic 30 USB off Amazon. The case is enclosed and gets up to 60, and the camera still works. Okay, cool. Part of something bigger. Okay, it's a little helder. Okay, that's cool. Gridfinity. Yeah, people like the Gridfinity, eh? What special things do I use to seal my printer? Weather stripping. Or actually, it's like just foam gasket sealant. Nothing fancy. It's just like one sticky sided foam, 1 or 2 mil foam. Oh, I see. Okay, so these are printed for the eyes. Okay. And then you got the helmet or the head. That actually works really good for the eyes. That actually does work really good for the eyes. So what, you got so let me read this again. Okay. Part of something bigger, tuning characterized for a larger cosplay piece I'm working on. Design Fusion 360, slight inlet to get a 3D look. Creative Tool ABS. Mesh is Beckham painted with that. Okay, cool. So you're using the 3D printing for the, is that, that's not Spyro. I'm assuming that's a custom character. Part of something bigger. And that's Ella Fox. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, cool. It's not Spyro. I'm just going off of the avatar of the person. It's probably a custom character or a commission or something, but Spyro doesn't have those ears, I don't think. Yeah, he doesn't have those ears. He has horns. So. Okay. So back to this. Part of something bigger. My hobby is making, and so I built myself a CNC router laser to help make things. The CNC itself is an MP CNC Primo, printed on Artisty in Prusa Mark III. I did design and printed a bunch of things for CUC operate, custom tool holders, Infinity, working on a floating dust collector. The machine is living in a modular box where panels made some wood, bathroom fan, keep negative pressure inside, that's good. And this old Samsung phone to control it all. First thing is get a hair adapter plate for Artisty milled in 3mm aluminum. There you go. It's a nice little router setup. Some of these are the end stops. Some clamps, the clamps. And it's got that. If it's a laser, should the enclosure be made out of wood? Is that bad? And then you got a little, oh, the phone's a camera. Oh, jeez. You know, webcams are easier to come across nowadays. Part of something bigger. Yeah, we'll put you in the part of something bigger. That's overkill for a camera if I ever saw one. Okay, there's the Modbot camera thing. Okay, I'll come back to it later. 3D printer mods. Prusa i3 Mark III. Decent printer, but some annoyances. Design, okay, example. Tension of the Y-axis upside down. Greg sun years. Excellent bear. Upgrade resolves this, but I didn't want to replace the entire frame. So I did a remix. Okay, so it goes on the original frame. Shout out to for beta testing. There we go. Ooh, fancy. Well, you got rails on there, so you've already modded the. So this is your entry. Is that one is the tensioner? Okay. Ooh, that came out really clean. Came out really clean. There we go. Printables is up. Cool. Okay, 3D printer mod. We got this Mara Neptune design a plate, modify the fan shroud. There you go. That's one thing. I have a Chimera and I tried to get it on, I put it on my Ender 3 V2 and I never actually ended up using it. Well, okay. Got ourselves an Iron Man. 6 foot 2 inches. This was a 3-month project, all on a Ratcrig VCore 3, 17 spools of Polymaker PETG filament, and 460 hours of printing, and countless hours of slicing models in ZBrush and post-processing. It is not a suit, okay, but a full-size model prop. Jeez. I'm jelly. I'm jelly. That is a damn good suit. It's not a suit though. It's a model, but still. So that's the thing though. The advantage of it not being a wearable suit is you can actually make the proportions more screen accurate, because like the superhero pose, like the superhero suit, you can't fit a real human in an Iron Man suit. I think in the first movie, the first and second movie, you technically could, but like now you can't. Like a human doesn't fit. You can't fit a human in here and expect motion. That is amazing. Like you can tell it, like right here, you can tell in a few spots it's 3D printed, but like when you're looking at like that, you're like, damn. And I love the color. I love the paint. Okay, so part of something bigger. There we go. That is a damn good. That came out mint. Hobbit, I see more orange peel in 3D print. Okay, Hobbit, next month's challenge is completely in your ballpark. You're the only one allowed to enter. You have to do an Iron Man suit better than this. That is next month's challenge, everyone, is Hobbit printing and painting an Iron Man suit better than this one. If you don't have anything nice to say, and it doesn't add to the conversation, don't say anything at all. This isn't Reddit. You're not getting easy internet points from people like that. Oh, sorry. He did say, where is it? Where is it? That's the problem with chat. It scrolls. But it looks amazing. Okay. The best of Hobbit. Okay, sorry. You only have to do the helmet now. Okay, I'm not expecting a full suit, just the helmet. Like, okay, I've got my Mando suit for reference. I've got my Mando suit, and let's see here, import Mando. Load, dang it. Load. Where is the pictures? Why are you taking so long to load the thumbnails? There we go. Yeah. So I've got my Mando suit. This was a lot of printing too. So I kind of understand. Like, here's the thing. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. So like you could see areas where I cut corners on this easily. Like you could still see some of the layer lines through the texture here, but you know, you can make it work. You can make it work. The Mando suit on the corner between the tables would look great on the background. Between what tables? I don't have room. I do want to put the helmets on. I really want to redo this room to make it more set, but I legit don't have room. Like this room is optimized for workspace, and because I do both, I have to go with workspace over. Oh, there's a big outage right now. Okay. Did I talk about this one? You got a clicky mod on a Sidewinder. Ooh, cool. Are those rubber bands? Or no, those are zip ties. What do we got for print mods? Yeah. Printables up. Okay, yeah, it's coming and going apparently, so. I've been trying to find the perfect wall on printables Thingiverse, but they never fit my cases, so I designed my own. Whisking? Whisking. Who's whisking? You're whisking. Oh, it's the kind that kicks the cards out. Oh, that's cool. Is it print in place? Is it a print in place model? Prints in place with no supports. Fits 5 cards. Okay, that wouldn't work for me. I need more than 5 cards. That is really cool. Yeah, put that in print and go. Because we really don't have a lot of entries in print and go. Yeah, if it's a DNS thing, it might be like cache and whatnot. It might take a while for it to clear up for everyone. Design and print a few different sets onto this UAV project for Sable Island, Canada. Place with the horses. I know that. It's Place with the Horses off Nova Scotia. I used to be critical of other people's cosplay, then I tried to make a cosplay, and now I see the cursing money and hours that go work into it. Okay. Trails, thanks for the $5. Let me see if I can see if I can find the picture here. See if I can find the picture. So I used to be like kind of the same, right? When I was looking at doing my Mando armor, I'm like, oh man, this like I like the strap would be like, this doesn't work greatest, and I was like super critical of it. And then what you do is you just go look at like official Disney pictures of some of these guys at events, and you're like, yeah, no, I can't find the picture here. Where is it? You try to find the picture and I can't find the picture. And you're like, you know what? The camera hides a lot. The camera hides a lot. So, you know what? It's good enough. It's good enough. Just work on it till you're happy with it. It's your thing, right? If you're happy with it, you're happy with it. Gonna play the Dead Space. I didn't even play the first Dead Space. Okay, so we got this. We got a Raspberry Pi on with a battery, it looks like. Are you taking pictures of the horses? Is that what this is for? Basic meteorological sensors, and in particular counter, and all collected on a Raspberry Pi. Okay, so it's like a little data logging thing that mounts on a UAV and flies around Sable Island. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll put that on. It would go in here, so. Can't even super chat correctly. You can't? Hobbit. Oh, sorry, I missed it. Hobbit, $5. Cheers. Do you have a question? Or you just. Pretty safe to say 3D printing slightly perpetuates a problem for me. So we got a YouTube buddy. Got a printer. Okay, but what is your entry? Okay. But what is your entry? Okay. Oh, nice printers though. Nice printers. Looks like a first Pi. Yeah, if it's just data logging, that's fine. Like, you don't use what you need, not what you want. Like a first Pi, if it's good enough and you got it, use it. Part of something bigger, 3D printed projector brackets. Ooh. I'm a college, part of that club, and so projectors go back to 1916. Most things work perfectly, but things have changed. Okay. Okay, so you're using 3D printing to make parts and like adapters and whatnot for these that you can't really get anymore. Ooh, laser. That's cool. So you're printing adapters and brackets and whatnot. Okay, part of something bigger. Built a mostly printed Newtonian telescope as a project. Codename Hadley, available on printables. This is a metric remix. Okay, so this is, oh, these are, I've always kind of wanted to do a telescope. These are like super awesome. We got a lot of entries in this category. Although, I'll be honest, I think we know which one's gonna win, but. Too late to join? Yes. So, I say this every stream, the first time somebody asks when they're too late. So we actually made it longer than normal. This is a live stream. I can't have people posting things to a Discord while I'm live. Is what it is. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just I don't trust you. And this is my job, so yeah, can't risk it. I'm entering my design for serial plate. Okay, so you got a, oh, so you got a little, oh, it's got LEDs. I'm just gonna take a moment here because I didn't realize we were into the 3000s. Fuck me. That's V2 26. I think the LDO is in the 500s, or is that, no, I never serialed the LDO one. Tallboy's in the 500s, I think. I am V2 45 42. Whew. Okay. Ken, $5. Here's off topic. I used the wrong 3mm phone on the Trident back panel. Any good way to get it off so I can put the spec? Ken, at that point, just print the bigger tabs. Just print like thicker tabs and just use thicker tabs. You'll be fine. We're at 4767. Tridents are nearing 1,000. More Tridents. Okay, this is gonna stand a snowball's chance, but I like RGB. So RGB, this category is gonna be a tough one. I think we can knock it out in one, but that category is gonna be tough. How many V0s are we at? How many V0s are we at? Current V2 is 4935. Jeez. Okay, print and go, not my design. I decided to put time off work and start organizing a random bag of hardware. We got to do a sorting stream at some point. So we got, oh, those are little. These look, are these like little? Or these are the biggest heat sets in the world? Okay, those are tripod. Okay, those are quarter, but still. Print and go, my main hobby has been aggressive inline skates. A friend of mine developed an open source frame system that uses extruded aluminum core so you can print walls. I also made an aluminum based sole plate for 3D printed sliders. It all works far better than expected. Okay, so this is aluminum, but this is printed? Okay, that's cool. I didn't even know that was a thing. You would probably slide pretty good if you use like PLA, because PETG would probably be sticky. If you could print Delrin, that would be amazing because it's really slippery. So, bit of a delay there on that super chat. Print and go. Print and go. This category is stacked. There's a lot of good entries, and I'm not knocking anything off because these are all like completely different things. Normally, like, you know, printer mods, right? If it, in the printer mod category, somebody did a tool head and then somebody else did a tool head and I thought one was better than the other, I would knock it off. But like everything here is like its own thing. So Delrin filament. Ooh, yeah, Delrin. Yeah, do it in Delrin. You'll be slipping and sliding. Part of something bigger, not my design. Motorized 3D printed jet engines. Okay, this is, I've seen this model. You've seen this model. Everyone has seen this model. One day I will do this model, but not today. In the Meltotron. So does it act like a fan? That's cool. I'm gonna add it to the pile. I'm just gonna add it to the pile. No. I can't believe how stacked this category is. David's here. Hi, David. Hi, David. 1 second here. 1 second here. Everyone say hi, David. Everyone say hi, David. Ooh, what's going on? What's going on? There you go. David, are you going to Rocky Mountain? Okay, if East Coast Rep Rap Fest is ERF, and Midwest Rep Rap Fest is MRF, and the Sanjay Mortar Rep Rap Fest is Smurf, what is the Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest? Is it Remurf? Is it Remurf? Rurf? What, how are we gonna call, like, what's the, if I want to say it as a word way of saying Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest? Remurf? Remurf? That doesn't flow well. I don't like it. Remurf. That's what I've been saying. It's 2 syllables. Everything else is Smurf, Earth, Murph, Remurf. It's like, eh. RMRF. I understood that reference. So yeah. Yeah, I'm booking the flight this weekend. I got to figure out hotels. Yeah. So if you want to help support the channel, content I create, things I do, links in the description. So it's looking like as of right now, I got Rocky Mountain, ERF, Murph, and Chicago for Rapid TCT, all good to go. Smurf in England is still a long shot. That one's going to be interesting to figure out logistically and financially, because it's flights over the pond ain't cheap, you know. At least in America, you guys got shitty cheap airlines. Okay. Ricky B printed a chess set. Nice. Ooh, and it snaps together. That's cool. Happy Friday. It's Friday? Yeah. Okay. Part of something bigger, I think. Based on the knobs of print is basically product something to do, designed to be fun. It's supposed to be a controller for a rhythm game, but as a portable version, hence, okay. So you got little keys there, and you got some pots there. Oh, that's cool. This would make like a pretty good DIY like stream deck too. So Ghost in Vegas can be cheap. Yeah, Vegas flights are cheap because like it's Vegas. I think that Finland Airlines is back with a new name. Should be cheaper. Layover in Reykjavik and direct with air. Yeah, I gotta figure that out. Are there good airlines anymore? Well, I'm in Canada, so our airlines are just shit and expensive. So yeah. So luckily, you know, I could hop over the border through the amazing city of Detroit and fly out of there. So it's I've seen RoboCop. I know what it's like over there. Don't do flare. I can't, Crystal, because they canceled the flights out of the city that they were flying. Like they were flying out of my city, and then they just stopped. They can't. Aircraft. I've only ever I've flown Air Canada. I've flown WestJet. Oh. Ah, dang it. When you get an email from Prusa and the headline is XL update and it's just the video you saw, I'm like, no, one my XL. RoboCop somehow are a less depressing version of Detroit. For my cheap flight to Montreal for certain. That sucks. Yeah, Flair canceled all the flights, didn't they? They canceled all of them. There were two, I don't know, like my wife has family in Montreal, or at least in that area-ish of Quebec. So we were like, oh, that's great. A cheap flight to Montreal. Yeah, no, don't, no. Love to have an XL. Can't you just like pull the whole I am the company and just have one? Like, can't you just like fill out a form and they just send you one? Is that how it works? Detroit is French. Detroit. Okay. Yes, Detroit is French, but nobody says Detroit. Okay. Nobody says it that way. Like nobody. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say Detroit as Detroit. I should. No, I shouldn't. That's not how you say the city of Detroit is Detroit. Detroit isn't that bad. It's actually gotten better. It used to be a lot worse, but like the whole downtown core has been gentrified and they've turned down a lot of the abandoned houses. So it's getting better. But the form is in Czech and I only speak English. Google Translate, man. Google Translate. I do French Canadian. Well, tu es français. Moi, je ne parle français. Okay, je peux parler juste un petit peu de français, pas beaucoup. So mon français n'est pas très bien. So Detroit is Detroit. So, okay, what were we doing? 3D printing stuff. Justin Thursday, printer mods. I got a 3D printing because I wanted to be able to make my own aggressive inline skate parts. Are you the same guy as the other guy? Aside from the stealth printer, I designed everything myself. 3D printed enclosures. Ooh, you got a dually there. Actually, how do you have that wired up? Okay, so those are just two independent x-axes, it looks like. That'll be cool when that's done. If you're doing skate, okay, perfect example. Okay, this is a printer that suits your need. This person is doing skates, okay, in like things for your feet. You have 2 feet. Most people, although the average human has less than 2 feet, but a majority of people have 2 feet. So if you're doing something where you want to print a left and a right mirrored, this dually setup is perfect for you. This is where an IDEX setup is king. So, speaking in tongues, burn the witch. So printer mods, okay. So this was a CR10 V3 on its way to be an IDEX. Okay, so again, 1 entry per category per person. So if you don't pick, I pick, and I pick your dually, because I think that's cool. There we go. That's actually cool. I like that. That is, again, I made the mistake of going on the Prusa Facebook group yesterday and reading the comments on the XL video. And if you saw my tweet yesterday, well, why aren't we all driving sports cars? They're the fastest car. They're obviously the best. No. No. Speed benchies have doomed us all. Speed benchies have done so much damage to 3D printing communities. It's ridiculous. Okay. That comment, by the way, for the big brains wasn't directed at Bamboo. It was directed at the people. That tweet wasn't directed at Bamboo. Okay. Bamboo knows what it is. It knows what it is. The comment, the tweet was directed at people that just, oh, it's not printing, therefore it's just, they got no video of it printing. It must be slow. They don't want to show us how slow it is. It's a 32-bit Core XY. It'll go as fast as you tell it to. Some engineer gifted a community membership. Cheers. It'll take high quality prints over fast. Exactly. It's a Prusa. It'll be tuned for speed or for reliability and quality. But if you want to, you know, pump the speeds up, you can. It's a 32-bit Core XY. There's no reason it can't go fast if you wanted it to. I've never printed a Benchy Club. Yes, you have. You lie. So, I designed a 3D printed servo brush for my switch wire. Okay, is there a video? I want to see it doing the brushy. Oh, there's no video of it doing the brushy. And I drive a fast car. I drive a 2012 Ford Focus because it's paid off. And as it ages, it's getting more efficient because it's lightening itself by rusting away, because it's a 2012 Ford Focus. So it's making itself more efficient. And when parts fall out of the engine, those were parts that weren't needed because it's still running. So again, it's just making itself more efficient with age. Okay, what time are we at? 12:30. Oh, I gotta hurry up on this. We still got a week. Okay, part of something bigger. R2D2. In progress. Okay. What? Ooh. Up. Okay, we got a winner right here. The category's stacked. If this was done, maybe. But it actually makes quite clear the trade-offs really fast. Yeah, they look like shit. They look like shit, and you get crap layer adhesion when you melt plastic that fast, and you don't allow it to cool properly. If you're blasting it with air to cool it down, so you're not getting good layer adhesion. You want to print your prints hot, like this. Ooh, I'm on the wrong camera. This print is a tall. I'm not going to describe it. You can see what it is because people will have fun. But this is printed out of ABS. You want to print this and not blast it with cooling because you're relying on a lot of layer adhesion to keep this thing solid. So you want to allow it to cool naturally under its own. This is how these work, by the way. It's actually really cool. This is the broken one. Oh, 1 second. I lost that. That's why I couldn't do it. So, the stupid charger is broken, so I can't charge it. So that's what it's doing. It's not ejecting. So I think I got to play with the ejector rod. That's a sound. Yeah, I wish it would just cycle so I can do the thing. Because it's not cycling. That's the problem. It'll shoot the one round reliably, but that's it. It doesn't cycle. And the charging handle broke off. So let me print a new charging handle while we're in here. Also, I'm trying to get as many print hours on this machine as possible so that I can make sure that it's actually working right with the carbon fiber. Yeah, where are we at? Where are we at? Frame and slide, 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 striker, ejector. No, not slide, frame, frame, frame. Frame, 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 charging handle. There we go. I'm gonna try printing 2 of these and see if one will give me better, because I keep breaking the stupid charging handles. Print. Save that, that. Open up that. Printers, LDOV2, upload and print. There we go. Print 2 of them. Different orientations. See if that helps. Okay, back to work. Back to work. Back to work. What model is that? It's a Scully V2. And the charging handle's broken, so I can't charge it. I gotta. What carbon is it? Whatever the cheap stuff I could find on Amazon was. Okay, part of something bigger, designed and printed a case for my BDN9 macro pad and added diffusion panels for the RGB underglow. Style is to look similar to a GMMK Pro. Switches are box navies for those who are interested in. Oh, that's cool. So you got, okay, you got 8 keys and a knob. And we got that. And you got some underglow. That's cool. You know what? We're finally gonna knock something out. I think this is a cooler electronics printed project than the RGB name tag. There we go. Finally knocked one out. Finally knocked one out. Which, those are really fun to build. I've got one here. It's not that, but before I had the Stream Deck, I legit used one of these. Like I printed and built this to use for my controlling the stream. It actually works really good. And it's just a Arduino Nano, I think, inside of it. No, this model isn't free. This is, you gotta pay for it. Which is why I really want it to work, because this was supposed to be tomorrow's video on it. Printer mods. Originally assembled as V-Minion. I fried both my SKR. Oof, that sucks. Figured I'd use the chance to design my own all-in-one solution with spare Duet 2 board. Very happy with how this ended up. Okay, so you got the Duet in there. So this is, what is on this? Oh, the power supply. That's your power supplies on the side there. Okay, I see. So you side mounted your power supply, you got your spindle up there, and it kind of feeds in on an angle, and you got an LGX light. That's a nice little setup. Okay, part of something bigger. So we got a 3D printed chess set with pullouts and whatnot. And it's the Pokemans. Okay. Print and go. Ooh. So we got, so I think this would beat out, what do we got in print and go for storage? We got this. I think this beats out that in terms of a sorting storage solution. And also, what is up with this music? Let's go with some synthwave. There we go. What's the difference between the 0G Mercua and the one with the Hydra kit? I don't know. I've never built either. So they're both conversions. I know that. Print to go screwdriver I modeled on the Craftsman 4174A, printed in 2 pieces. Top cap rotates. Select the detent driver. Oh, I see. Okay. So you spin that to pull it out, and then you put in the thing. For some reason, I thought this was printed too, not the handle, but oh, that's cool. I don't know how torquey it would be with it being out of plastic, but that's cool. Is the model available for that? That's actually a pretty cool model. I don't have any of these bits that would work, but print and go. What's print and go? Print and go is pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna put in print and go. That's cool. I like it. I think that's cool. I think it's neat. Okay, 3D printer is my own design for 3D printer. Tool head, detachable front cover that holds the ABL probe. It's not pretty, but goes ease of maintenance. So we got that. Accuracy 0.0019. Your first layer is 0.2 or bigger. You're fine. Modeling was done in OpenSCAD. Top caps of that. So we got custom tool head. Ooh, that is a lot of wires and a lot of connectors and another connector. Oh, but it's Pogo. Okay, so it's Pogo, so that makes sense. If it's Pogo, why do you have, well, I guess it depends on the wiring. Tank Kitty. Okay, 3D printer mods designed for on stealth burner that's mount for the 3DO's nozzle cam. Ooh, okay. I was actually looking at using this because the mod for the 3DO camera just kind of sticks out through the middle between the I guess you would call these parts the legs, and it just kind of came straight down through the middle by itself without this connecting feature, and it kind of was a little bit of a imagery there, so I was like, I'm gonna wait till there's a different design for it. These are really cool. Yeah, here's the original. So this was is the original design for the 3DO camera mount. Take that as you will. I think Tank Kitty's ones here are an improvement. Yeah. D's, exactly. D's are the original design. Just connect it. Just connect it. Just why have it hanging out there in the open, exposed? Are we still doing rocks? Okay, part of something bigger. My very bad design. Been selling these at my high school. It's a PS5 with Dwayne The Rock's face. It's not Dwayne The Rock. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Okay, if you're gonna, it's not Dwayne The Rocks. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. If you're gonna say his whole name, say it right. It's really bad models, but my only entry. Hey man, if you're selling it, you sell it. Good on ya. I think we have a contender here to take down Iron Man. Print and go. Designing these little squiggly parts that I can attach to the bottom of my wingtip strobes to my lines they hang from. Before having these installed, my strobes occasionally got tangled in other lines when launching. What? They usually cause the wing to fall to one side, but I have one launch and the strobe tangled, leaving me stuck in a turn to that side. What do you mean turn? Since printing, I've had these issues, so the strobe's getting tangled. They're printed flat at a TPU and zip tied to the probe. Okay, so we got little curly doodads. Is that a parachute? What is this? Oh, okay, it's a wing. Okay. Oh, I see. So these are these guys there. Okay, you can see the strobe. Okay, so that. Run! Okay, I see what those. Oh, that's cool. So they stay up there. I had the opportunity to jump out of a plane once. Actually, for a while. Like it was a whole course. No. 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 I like not jumping out of planes, or you know. No. Skydiving is amazing. I'm sure skydiving is, but the offering of jumping out of planes that I had was not fun skydiving. It was not the fun kind of jumping out of airplane. Not an adrenaline junkie. To an extent. To an extent. I like my legs not being broke. A couple inches shorter, yeah. Yeah, no, it was a jump course. It was a jump course. I was like, nope. Something like 10% of people that go on that course end up with like completely screwed up ankles and backs and what? No. Okay, print and go. Love racing and building cars, but it's difficult to manufacture complex parts with just a manual mill and a lathe. So I've been designing parts that I can print and use as patterns for making sand molds for aluminum casting, like these motor covers and cam sprockets. Oh, that's cool. So you print the okay, so you're doing wow, these came out really clean. So what is it? It's called Lost PLA Halo jump. No, not Halo. You know, I was infantry reserves. I ain't doing Halo. Why jump out of a perfectly good plane? Exactly. It's got wheels. It can land, and I could walk out of it. Okay. If this was this printed too, damn, these came out. Okay, every time I see somebody do Lost PLA casting, it looks like poo-poo half the time. But these came out like, okay, so you're kind of gaming the game here by going in print and go, but it literally is just print and go. Although I would argue this is probably more something more because you're turning it into metal, but the prints are the prints. I'm just surprised at how clean this came out. And then you got to do some machining, obviously, to clean up faces, but still. Oop, wrong button. All the prep work. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. All in the prep work, making sure you're using the right plastic, and the right the mold is properly built. Like you got the right sand, everything's compacted, everything's, you know, it's not gonna fall apart on you. Right temperature, right aluminum too. Part of something bigger. Absolutely obsessed with mechanical keyboards. I designed everything Fusion 360 and KiCad, with the exception of the dark blue one printed on a custom 220 by 350 Ender wire conversion. Links to my GitHub. I want to build a keyboard. I've got this guy, which is 350 on the XY. I kind of want to do a keyboard, build a keyboard at some point. Don't normally melt out the mold. Yeah, I guess you're right. You would use this as like you would make a positive and a negative cavity, right? You do a positive and negative cavity. So yeah, I guess. Yeah, so if you're just using it to make the mold, it makes a bit more sense why it's so clean. Okay, I like building functional parts for vehicles. Wife needed a new stereo. Didn't a new stereo, and she wants standalone GPS that worked without cell service. So I made this and a new bin for the center console. Okay, so we got that. Got that. Oh, so that clips into the car. There you go. So you got, what is that, like a Sirius or whatever, and then you got the GPS. How's it attached? The printed bracket or something? That's cool. Could be a wax filament designed for burnout. That too. Printing display stands for my son vintage Pez dispenser. They make vintage Pez. Well, I guess everything's a collectible to somebody. Okay, what do we got? Printing go. This is the reason I found many of these hobbies. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, so these are little storage containers for hobby games. That probably makes these a lot easier to manage. Part of something bigger. After falling down the 3D printing rabbit hole, with the bright idea, maybe I can make an RC cars get back into the hobby. But sure enough, Steve built the 3D sets buggy and alerted me that I could. So anyway, I got to build another rabbit hole. Built 2 open RC F1 cars with my son, then leveled up to a Tarmo 4. Even most of the gears on the drive shaft are printed. Are those any bigger? No, these are the biggest these pictures are. That's cool. I kind of want to do an RC car now with some of the parts left over from the Death Racer. So we'll see. Okay. It's a PLA and 2-part sand mold, so I still have the printed parts. Okay, that makes sense, John. Okay, part of something bigger. I had to solder a USB cable to a fan and file the corners. Oh, you did the Kirby thing. See, it'd be really cool if somebody made this, but they had like a little speaker in it that played the Kirby sucking, like when he's sucking in the bad guys, noise when he was doing this. It would probably get really old really fast, but still. Part of something bigger. Scale models are often lacking in some details, so resin 3D printing great for adding those. So I design and print a lot for my models, like seats for an aircraft, also wheels, landing gears, brakes, etc. What is that? Is that SU? Is it the SU-25 Frogfoot? That's Frogfoot, I think. Oh, that's a small bike. Okay, I can see this was the board that you cut the little crowns out for the, what is it, the Swedish Air Force? Is that the Swedish Air Force roundel? SK-60, it's Swedish. Okay, looks like a Frogfoot. Am I getting my Russian military craft? It's been a long time since I've done my IFF class. SK-60? Scandinavian Airlines SK. Oh, it's a Saab. Okay. So this is what I thought it was, the Frogfoot. Okay, that makes, you can see how I could mix up the two. Printing sneakers just dropped $100. That's one of the things I want to try too with the XL with the dual tool head is actually proper, because that's the thing, like an AMS setup like this is really good for multicolor stuff, but it's not really good for multi-material. So you want multiple tool heads for multi-material. Similar to SU-25 and ground pounder for SK's permanent training. Okay, still in use for training. That kind of makes sense. It's a side by side, so. What is this? Open RC? Part of something bigger, fully printed RC McLaren MP4. I designed last. Oh, you designed it. Nice. That's Ackerman steering wheel geometry and current gear does 80 kilometers an hour. Jeez. Front and rear wings are designed with E420 aerofoil that actually worked, which I verified with CFD. Cool. Drive it upside down. That'd be cool. And printed tires. Yeah. It's got like a very like Super Nintendo racing game aesthetic to it, where it's like a simplistic design with the colors. Okay, I figure a collage. You can't enter collages. It's one entry per category per person. It's like the first rule. Okay, well, we're gonna take a look at your collages. Okay. Let's see, what do we got here? What's with the X's? Check. Cool. Look at all those things. Those are stealth burners, I think, or a pitcher. I don't know. That's cool. Okay, part of something bigger. Make Lego vacuum engines, basically a steam engine, but backwards as a main hobby, which got me into 3D printing. And now Lego engines are a side hobby. This 3D printed cylinder head I made for a Lego vacuum engine. This is like the 20th version I made, so I modeled everything in Tinkercad. Wish I had more pics. Okay, from right now. Okay. So you hook the vacuum up. Okay, so instead of the engine spinning and outputting something, you input something which makes the engine spin. So what happens if you take the drive shaft and hook it up to the vacuum? Will it power the vacuum while the vacuum works? Play with Airwolf 3D Axiom. I have not. What is that? Okay. Ruby and Gamer entry for 3D printed mods. Reworked XY motion on my custom cross-scan. If you design the printer yourself, is it a mod if you change something on it? Just gonna hope to get above 20K Excel on both axes. Became just short. Well, you can set 20K, it's just defects in the print. Print was done at 500 millimeters second, 20K Excel, 15K for external perimeters. Smart, drop it down a little bit. Free of any ringing, just ignore the wet filament. So let's see. So what do you got? Old, new. So what did you change? Oh, the XY joints, yeah. Oh yeah, these are gonna be bouncy as hell. You see this big hook there? Yeah, you want that being as short as possible. So there's the old graph, and ooh, crisp. I've seen some prints off this machine. This machine actually does dance around quite well, but it's a completely custom designed for a specific purpose machine. And I don't know what the Ruby, and if you're in chat, what's the BOM cost of this thing? So here, this is cross gantry. It's cross gantry, right? The reason I started 3D printing was for RC. The first thing I did was make an Timsav foam board cutter. Okay, foam board cutter. Started making replacement for fans, bottom mounts. Printing lightweight PLA planes has been also fun. I have some lightweight PLA. I'm waiting on some more to come in for a project, but we'll see. Okay, so that cuts foam. Oh, so that's a little CNC foam cutter. There you go. You got your radio or your Tyrannus. What's that? X7. Got some fan ducts. Is it 0? I clicked the button. What did I do? There we go. That printer flies. Yeah, I've seen the videos of it in action. It's actually it's a pretty decent setup, if that's what you're looking for. My hobby is printing stuff. Decided to add a pegboard to my workbench rather than going back and forth garage, common tools, and printed the standoffs for mounting the pegboard. And there you go. That's Linus on the TV, not me. That's Linus. That's not me. Did a demo ranch though. There you go. And entries are closed. Sweet. Okay, that's it. How's this coming along? Is that coming along? That's coming along. I'm using the MG94 stuff on this too. I'm using the Primo stuff. Okay. Show. What now? Let's do, what time are we at? We're at 1. Okay, cool. I might actually end this early. Sweet. That's good. I need food. So now we got to go through the entries. Okay, so before we go to the entries, hey, you, yes you, do you want to win free filament? Did you not enter in the contest because you forgot? You know you had a month? Well, you could still win, because every stream will give away a spool of Polymaker filament. So link in the description, go enter for your chance to win some Polymaker filament. If you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do as well, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or there's also links in the description as well if you want to buy some stuff. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but they're affiliate links, so they go a long way in supporting the channel. Started building an ERCFA and looked in your live stream. Do you still use your ERCFA? Becker Motion Pictures, I do not. Simply for the fact that the one I built was an early version of it. Even the configuration on it, a lot has changed. It's a lot better now than when I built it. I had some finicky issues. Mostly my issues were mostly related to feeding with it. because I don't have the room to do like a spooling setup for it. So I kept having feeding issues with it. And then it was also on an open air printer. It was on my switch wire. I don't print a lot of PLA. So now that I have an X1 carbon with the AMS, this is pretty much taken over as my multi-material setup. So I've just kind of retired it. And then in the corner where the switch wire was, I have a P1P that's modified to top feed. And then I feed it from a rep box that I got up there. So that's kind of taken over for that. So. So next up, we're going to go through these categories. We're going to pick out some winners. So unfortunately, I can't just put all of them up and let you vote, because YouTube only allows you to put nope. There we go. YouTube only allows you to have 4 categories, or 4 categories for the draw. Okay, can I? You can only zoom in 50% increments. Okay, cool, awesome. So we have here in our 3D printer mods category, let me knock some of these out. How many we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now we have 8. Cool. So this is how we're going to do it. Let me get this set up here. And for these entries, I'm putting them in categories like basically in order, kind of rough order of when they got entered. So we're going to just do 4 and 4. And then the top 2 from each one goes on to the final. Okay, so that 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, start the poll. We'll give you like 1 or 2 minutes. Round 1 printer mod. That option, because you can only do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vote for the one you like the most. The top 2 move on. Okay, so vote for the one you like the most of the 4 printer mods here. The top 2 move on. So we have number 1 is the hexagon is bestagon back. Number 2 is a expander mount. Number 3 is a vacuum mount, and number 4 is a custom thingamabobber. And while you do that, I'm going to swap out the extractor or the ejector on here. My fingers are destroyed from working on this. Like having to tighten these things and untighten them a million times has like destroyed my fingers. I got it. Yeah, there we go. See you, Ken. Okay, so apparently it's the ejector. I gotta swap out my ejector's too long. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like 1 and 4. 1 and 4 are winning. I'll give it a couple more seconds here until I take out the old extractor here, or ejector. It's not a gun. It's a blaster. We're on YouTube here. I don't want to get demonetized. Okay, so 1 and 4, move on. So 1 and 4, move on. Okay, so 1 and 4, move on. Okay. Trying to collect everything here. Two. 3. And what's the last one here? The ender. Yeah, the ender mod. There we go. Okay, screen. 1. Oop. Ask again. No, not QA. Start a poll. Round 2. Printer mods. Okay, so where is this one? This is the shorter one. So it was ejecting too early, so we're going to try a shorter ejector now. See if that helps. Rather fight a big tree tech ducky. Did you see? Holy hell. So I'm going to pull up the picture after this. But why I don't run CAN bus. Somebody torched their Voron finally. Well, it's happened in the past. Vorons have caught fire in the past. Usually it's toolhead related and something breaking, but any printer that can happen. But somebody on the Voron Discord put their CAN bus board in DFU mode, and it was one of the Big Tree Tech ones that when it's in DFU mode, it turns the heater on. It just does, because that's how it's designed. Good job, Big Tree Tech. So anyways, they put it on DFU mode. They turned the heater on, and guess what? You know how like, oh, scenario. Yeah, they got distracted. Something happened, and they walked away from the printer, and then it caught fire. So, yeah, that shit does happen. You know, like, oh, the hypothetical situation. That doesn't happen. Yeah, it does happen. So, yeah. Didn't Big Tree Tech recall those? Maybe. I don't know. The problem is, unless you're like following Big Tree Tech social media, how are you supposed to know? That's the thing with a lot of stuff. It's not like, you know, you buy a car and you get something in the mail saying, oh, hey, something's wrong. It just happens. That was the old one. I know it's the old one, but it still happened. Like, that's why I'm still hesitant for CAN bus boards and like whatnot. It's just another potential failure point in my opinion. Okay, what are we at right now? 3 is still in, and it looks like 3 and 4. Okay, so 3 and 4. Oh, and Timothy, thank you for coming a member. Works as intended. There we go. But I'm just saying, like, was it 3 and 4? 3 and 4. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it like, oh my God, it's, but stuff can happen. Okay, stuff can happen. The whole being distracted for a second, like, oh, that doesn't happen. No, it does happen, actually. And it's not super common, but hey, it happens, and there's an example of it. So was it 3 and 4? 3 and 4. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Did I screw this up? Oh, no, it's this one too. There we go. This is 4. There we go. See, look at this. Look at this. I only got to change one number. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So start a poll. Winner mods. So we got 1, which is hexagon. It's bestagon. 2 is dually switch wire. 3 is and 4 is there you go. Vote for your favorite. If it is not a blowout, we will do a runoff. So if it's like 35 and 30% for the top 2, we're doing a run out. But if one gets above 50, it's automatically, or if one's like 45 and the rest are like 10 to 20%, yeah. But if it's close, we're doing a runoff for the top 2. So PTC here is going to be the next big thing. Well, Revo has PTC. I think the XG is PTC too. Rapido is PTC. That has a PTC, whatever the tool head in that thing's called, the bamboo. Do they have a name for their hot end? They just called the bamboo hot end. That's PTC. PTC is definitely a good thing to move forward because you can't melt down. Put it back on the screen. Oh, sorry. There you go. So we'll give this one a couple minutes. We'll let this one run for a bit. So vote. If you haven't voted yet, vote. Do this now. Because if you don't vote, you can't complain if yours didn't win. I would undo this with my hands, but my thumbs are destroyed. Can I even grab this and turn it? I cannot. Shoot. I just need to get this functional and being able to cycle like 2 or 3 magazines worth of rounds so I can get some video of it doing it, and that's it. And then I can make a video on it because I've got a ton of B-roll. Just want to do a nice simple video for tomorrow because next week's video is going to be the tap on the Trident, so that one's going to be a bit more involved. Change the heat block on Saval SV06 for a V6 heat block. I don't see why not. Might have to change your Z offset, but otherwise, I think the thread pattern's the same. Personally, why do you want to swap it out? Is a more pertinent question, because I think the standard tool head ain't bad. Like, it's already all metal. Okay, so we're going to do a runoff between hexagon is bestagon and a less phallic design. There we go. This broken charging handle out. Okay, end poll. So what do we got? We got less phallic and hexagon is bestagon. Okay. Here are your 2 options. Start a poll. SB front. There we go. Give you like 2 minutes. Go. Okay, it's looking pretty blowout now. Okay, the winner's pretty clear here. So it looks like Tank Kitty is winning it with the mod there. I'll give it another, just in case a bunch of people wake up and go, oh shoot, I forgot to vote. Ivano, it is a blaster. The green is Sparta 3D ABS, Sparkle ABS, lime or British Racing Green. The silver here is Polyalchemy Elixir. I'm running low on that stuff. The black is PC Plus. I can't remember what brand. The purple is, I think it's Sparta 3D Purple PETG. And this is Copper Fill. I can't remember where I got it from, but it's like Copper Fill PLA. So it's a bunch of different filaments. Okay, we're gonna end it there. SB front face wins. So let me pull up that entry. Where is it at? Okay, apply, winner, winner, printer, mod, category. There you go. Okay. So that is that one done. So now let me get this ready for the next one. So we're going to do print and go next. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to go personal discretion here. And I'm just going to knock 2 out. I'm going to knock 2 out right off the bat. There we go. So we got 4. We got our 4. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it isn't a hobby? Eh, close enough. Well, if you don't think it is, don't vote for it. Okay, winner. Can't spell winner right. Print and go. Okay, so we got 1. We got tool organizer. 2. We got PLA forms. 3. Wallet of hobbiness. And 4 is screwed. There you go. Again, if it's not a blowout, we'll do a runoff. The theme was, here's the thing, the theme is how you use 3D printing to enhance your hobby. If your hobby is, you know, personal wear, that counts. Or hell, designing. I consider, you know, designing your own wallet a hobby. People make wallets all the time as a hobby. EDC is a hobby. Talk to some Americans. They love their EDC. They love their EDC. They're like, this is my beach Glock. This is my... Ooh, it's snowing out. That means I can appendix carry my 1911. Because I'm wearing a coat. I mean, at the end of the day, my contest. I can pick which the entries go along. And if you don't agree, just don't vote for it. My wife likes to spend money as a hobby. Exactly. Anything can be a hobby. I'm not hard with enforcing the rules with these. I want more. I'd rather have more people enter than less people enter, even if they don't match exactly the perfect criteria. You know what? Is close enough. We're having fun. This isn't super serious. We're giving away hats that say only benchies and filament. So. What is EDC? Everyday carry. Rules are meant to be flexy. Exactly. It's a more guideline than a rule. Okay, that actually came out really good. This was on support. This was support. And it broke off. So clean. So clean. Now, does it fit? That is the question. It does. Yeah, I'd rather have more people enter. Like, as long as you're close enough, as long as you can ballpark it and somewhat justify it, you're good enough. If I ask, give me a reason why you think it belongs in this category, and you start talking, that's good enough for me. So, the winner is, because I see a 45 there, which is pretty, yeah. I don't think if we do a runoff between Tool Organizer and PLA Forums, that there's enough votes to unless everyone else voted for PLA Forums, I think. I think we're good. Okay, I think the winner is Tool Organizer with 45% of the vote. And that is, who won that? Dr. Dave. Dr. Dave. Let me pull you up here. From user, Dr. Okay. Can't search, apparently. Where is that Tool Organizer? So I gotta search up for it. There it is. Okay, now the last one. So the last one here is the stacked category. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 people. One of them is an Iron Man suit. That's not a wearable suit. So how are we going to break this down? Okay, so in chat, there is a poll. It is Iron Man and something else. I'll whittle this down. We'll do the long game if you want. If you were to vote for Iron Man as your finalist, if you think the Iron Man one is the best, vote for it. If you think any other one is, in your personal opinion, is better than Iron Man, pick the other one. If it's close to a blowout, yeah. The Iron Mannequin. Yeah. Okay, this one I gotta rebuild. That one's charged. That one is charged. This one's broken. Keep breaking these stupid things. I gotta print more shell holders. That one's charged. Cool. Okay. So it looks like one of the other ones. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a rundown and pull. So, executive decision time. How many got? We got, what did I say, 11? I need to get this down to 8. Goodbye, this one. Goodbye, this one. Goodbye. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. 10. Okay, I gotta get rid of more. Shit. See, I'm a, that one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So, yeah, I'm not removing the Iron Man. That's okay. So I think I'm gonna split this up. Give me a minute here, because I think I know how I'm gonna categorize this. So you go bye-bye, don't save. Okay. So I think we know the two heavy hitters here. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not start a QA. Start a poll. Round 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask community. There you go. So you got to pick. We have number 1 is the robot. 2 is a printed case, a 3D printer or computer case. 3 is a telescope, and 4 is it's a furry helmet. When I usually announce the next contest the first week of the next month. So now, let's see if this thing cycles. Okay, that activated when it shouldn't have. Why are you activating? When I charge you, you should not be activating. Okay, you're chambered. Let's see if this works. Yeah, see, it's eject. Why aren't you working? What is your problem? I just want you to work. This one's broken. This one's broken. This one's broken. That one's good. That one's good. That's good. There we go. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? So number one seems, yeah. Okay, so got that. And then the next one is, okay, so let's see here. So delete, delete. I think we know how this one's gonna fare, but for the sake of consistency and to honor all the entries, we're gonna let it roll. 1, 2. Nope, no. 3, 4. Start a poll. Okay, blah, 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ask the community. Four, really? Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds in the magazine. Lock that back. Insert magazine in. Charge it. Can't tap it. So 1 and 2 are filament sinks, so who cares if it's a filament sink? It's a 3D printed. Everything's gonna end up in the garbage at some point anyways. We're gonna have to do a runoff here. Holy shit. Holy shit, this is close. Wow. This is a hell of a lot closer than I thought it would be. This is a hell of a lot closer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna give it a minute or two here. Okay. Let's see if this cycles. Make a mess of my desk here. Actually, let me get a bucket to catch all this. Or something. Is this all garbage? This is all garbage. Those all garbage parts. Well, they're garbage now. Okay. I got 3. It fired 3 and then it failed the chamber. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, it's failing the chamber. Okay, it worked. Somewhat. Kinda. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do a runoff between 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are gonna do a runoff. Stronger magazines. Yeah. Justin, $5. Cheers. How are you liking the salad fork? I'm stuck between building salad fork or upscaled. I haven't really used it much because it's small little printer and I haven't needed it. I think it makes a bit more sense than a Micron, but otherwise, yeah. Personal decision. Build what you want. That's kind of always been my thing. Okay, I'm not renumbering these, so 2 and 4. 2, 4. Yeah, two-way. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, and 1 second. End pull. End pull. There you go. Actually, this is going to confuse people. This will confuse people. I've been on the internet long enough. Okay, there we go. Start pull. Winner. We got 1 for that. 2. Oh, shoot. I screwed up. Screwed up. Screw up. 1. I need a funny name for the car, but I can't think of anything. There you go. Second place from the first round. Well, considering how much of a gap it was, I don't think it would have fared any chance on here. Okay, let's try this one more time. So I gotta get more spring on here. Ow, I just stabbed myself. That hurt. Ah! Stabbed myself twice. There you go. Ah, all the grease. All right, what are we at? Iron Robot is winning. Wow. Okay, we're gonna do a runoff because 45 to 38 is still pretty close. So Iron Mannequin, wow. I could have sworn the Iron Man would have done a lot better. I guess I was wrong. Okay, start a poll. Winner! There you go. Vote for the winner. Now, to be fair, Dave already won one. Dave already won one. You are allowed. Oh, actually, no. You can only win once. Dave. Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Dave already won. I don't know my own rules. Anyways, I'm pretty sure you guys are going to vote. I just realized that Dave already won. Did he win? Shit. Yeah, Dave already won one. This is for the students. So are you going to give the students the filament? You have to promise to give the students the filament. You're entering for the team. You're entering for the team. Okay. Okay. You have to give the students the filament and the apron or whatever you want from the Only Benchy store. This is for the kids. It's for the children. Although you can always just vote for the RC car and then we don't got to worry about it. Ah, that hurt. Okay. So let's charge this up and see if I can get it to do a whole magazine. One, two, three. That didn't click. I don't like that, but four. Jeez. Broke another one. Stupid caps keep breaking off these. That one's broken. That one's broken. That one's broken. That one's broken. That one's, I can build one. I've got 4. I had 8. I had like 9 cartridges. I'm down to 4 functional ones. What keeps breaking? The problem is to get this thing to reliably cycle, I have to put like way too much elastic in it, and too much elastic is causing it just to explode. And this elastic broke in this magazine. I'm having no luck with this blaster. I'm having like 0 luck with this blaster. So it's somewhat cycling now. It's the magazines I got issues with. See, fit to eject. I don't think we're getting a blaster vid tomorrow. I'm about to put this all in a box and forget about it for a month before I come back to it. Okay. So it looks like the robot won. So Dave won again. The kids won, not Dave. You better give him the filament. And if anyone wants to complain, you voted for him. You know the rules, and he still won. So, but it's for the kids, so you better give him a spool of some good quality filament to give to the kids. I think that was near the top, right? Where is it? There you go. There we go. So congrats again for the kiddies. It's for the children. For the children. I just bought them a spool of CFABS. Does that count? I need to get some CFABS. That's one thing I don't have. Is CFABS. Okay, I need to figure out how to get this out now. I can't get this out. I have to take this whole bloody thing apart. This fell apart because the elastic exploded because it was too much tension. I think it's the elastics. I think it's the elastics I'm using. Just they don't hold their tension, so everything falls out of tension quickly. So the question is, what the hell am I going to do for the video tomorrow? Is there a good guide on belt tension? Probably. I've never worried about it though. I just kind of eyeball it. I can tell something about the XY extrusion backers and why use them and don't. Surgical rubber. Well, yes and no. I use, because it's designed for certain it has to be an elastic band for a lot of the design to work. Build an RC card. I don't think I'm going to get that done tomorrow. For the dart part, I use these bands, which work really good. But for this, it's all elastic. So, build an RC car. I don't think I can build an RC car by tomorrow. I think I answered that twice. But like, these are so oversprung, it's ridiculous. Just to get them to like, yeah, this is all going in a bin. I'm gonna forget about it for a while. Well, the thing is, if they're not working when they're fully tight, when they get weaker, they're going to be even worse. So. Office supply rubber band. It's designed for 40mm rubber bands, and these were like the only ones on Amazon that I could get in a relatively short time, relatively cheaply. Like, they're just elastic bands, school supplies. So. Like, it doesn't have a recommended elastic band. It just has a recommended size, which is kind of annoying. Well, the weight, the only moving thing on here is the slide, and the slide is PLA, and it's printed to the specs. So it recommends. Like, the shell doesn't matter. The shell's ABS. And it does have a non-reciprocating charging handle, which is nice. Cycle so slow compared to the vid. But like, it's just falling apart. I don't know. I've actually got, this is double sprung. This is double sprung. It wasn't even cycling earlier. Like, it wouldn't, like, it would just kind of, if it would just die there. Get some vids on its use, pros and cons. Yeah, I'm not going to Staples. That's going in a bin. Hear a lot of resistance. Well, it's just sliding. It's smooth. Like, it's not sliding. It's just on filament. Like it's filament. You're gonna get that noise on filament. It's all greased to hell and oiled up, so. Dropper buffer spring. There is no buffer spring. Okay. I think we're gonna call it there. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a video on how I fixed my bamboo, I think. That'll be easy. Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on how I fixed the stupid bed failing on this thing. And then talk about the bamboo. I think that's what we're gonna do. Bamboo's easy clicks right now on YouTube, right? All you have to do is say, oh, fast printer good, and you get 1 million views. Or you do a clickbait title about how they're hiding something from you. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I'll film that tonight or something. I gotta figure it out. I don't know. Oh, fix piezo tape, NASA technology. Exactly, I fixed it with tape. I was gonna make a short out of it, but now apparently I'm making a whole video out of it, so. It's a video, it's content. You guys watch me right now, and I don't even know what I'm doing right now, so. Bound to get something. They actually, okay, so I opened a ticket on their website about this issue, and I was waiting for like weeks for an email. No, you have to go back on their website to see the ticket. I didn't know that. They're like, oh yeah, we'll fix you. We'll send you a new cable. I'm like, I've already fixed it. I don't care. But we are bored. Well, I'm bored too. I'm hungry. Actually, I'm starving. I haven't eaten yet. I gotta eat something. I gotta go pick up the little guy. Cool. I'm gonna end the stream there. Let's do the last giveaway. Let's do the last giveaway. So let's get this set up here. Okay, photos, giveaways, wheel of names. Ticketing system sucks. Pull that up. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, I'll give you like 1 more minute and then we'll do that. Yeah, I don't know why this. Because I could get rid of one of the elastic bands, because it's like, oh, only run 1 band. But if I only run 1 band, let's see here. Let's see here. Where did I put the stupid charging thing? Oh, that one's broken. That one's broken. I can't believe how many of these stupid things broke already. So let's see here. So if I load you in here, okay, put round in. Ah, that one activated. Cool. So, okay, so charge. Come on. That worked. Maybe I just need more force or less spring. That kicked it. Holy shit. Okay. Ooh, 1 gifted membership. Polar Ted. Cheers. Okay, let's do the giveaway. Maybe I had it oversprung. I had it oversprung. I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to take it apart tonight and see if I can fix it. Because now I think I might be able to fix it. How many entries we got? We got all those entries. Okay, copy, paste. Ooh. Oop. Delmar wasn't the first one to enter today. Okay, somebody give me a number between like 1 and 5. I don't want to count that high today. I need a number between 1 and 5. And that is, oh, I gotta redo that. 4, that works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it spin. Winner will get an email from me after the stream ends. Fill out the form, get your filament a couple days to a couple weeks. Actually, I'll probably get the email later today because I got to do all the winners at once. Queasy Diver. Queasy Diver. Let me pull up your information here. There we go. So congratulations. You will get an email from me after the stream ends or later tonight. Fill out the form, get your filament in a couple days to a couple weeks, depending on where you live in the world. So congrats, yay. Okay, we're gonna end it there. My hands are absolutely destroyed from working on this thing, by the way. Yeah, maybe it was just oversprung. Maybe that's the whole thing, was literally this being oversprung. I don't even know which ones of these work anymore. Nope, that's a misfire. That's broken. That's broken. Which one was the one I used? This one's broken. They're all freaking broken. Like, and they're PETG too, which should have pretty good layer adhesion. Yeah, I've got one good one now. One good one. That's broken. Oh my, I don't want to rebuild a million cartridges. I don't care. I don't care. I gotta print a million new cartridges now because they're all broken, locked up. Okay. You make a reloading press. I have a loading press. I got a Dylan 550 in the other room. Okay, we're gonna end it there. For those that donate to the stream, became members of the channel, or gifted memberships to others, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. For everyone else, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had some fun. Every month we do these community challenge streams. So if you want to take part in the next one, join the Discord. Be on the lookout for when the channel is posted so you can enter. Shout out to Polymaker for the spool filament we gave away, plus the spools for the winner. And if you want to get some cool Only Benchies merch for yourself, check out the link in the description. Check out the Only Benchies store or ! Merch in the chat. We're gonna call it there. I will be back tomorrow for more shenanigans of the printing variety. I don't know exactly what we're doing yet. We'll figure something out. I'm waiting on rat rig parts to show up so we can start that build. So we're gonna call it there. I gotta go pick up the little guy from school. It's the weekend. Cheers, bye.